Hello everyone, this is my second video on my recording journey on here at YouTube. So today was a crazy day. I did 9 trades. I had one swing in Nvidia and I did trade Moderna, Nvidia again, day trade, Tesla and SPAC. I did Tesla and so much. Wait, nope, here. So Nvidia, Tesla, yeah, Nvidia and Tesla, they were in my other account for my big account. Basically, I had two accounts. The one account challenge is just for it gets to build consistent and scap, and found a strategy that works and helped me guess to be a better scapper. Like guess a scabbing. Alright, so first let's go to okay, so yeah, I'm in my one account. I'm actually down 12 bucks. I did stupid trades today. I'm kinda even. 12 bucks is not a big deal. But what is big of the deal? Yeah, you guys can see we had an Amazon Airline today and it did phenomenal. Uh, they missing some numbers, but their revenue after including Rivian, like their shares in Rivian, made them very strong. Like it looks like they made a lot of money. They did. They beat their estimate, but not as this much. And right now, the whole market is green. That's good. So first, let's go to Nvidia. So here at Nvidia, I did short Nvidia, and the reason why I short Nvidia is because it was making a low high of the day. So here, if you guys can see, this is the highest of the day at that time, and then after 5 minutes, it made another high of the day. It did pull back down, and then one candle it went green and made lower high of the day, and then it pulled back. That confirmed for me like, oh, okay, we're seeing a low high of the day. That means we're in lower trends. Like the trend is to the downside. I entered a put around here and I sold it here. It was wait, $2? I made get my money. And then what else did I trade? So Nvidia SPAC, yeah, SPAC. I did some stupid mistakes again on it. I did force a trade on it, and that was so stupid. So here on SPAC, at the open, I wanted to short SPAC because the market weren't looking that great. The whole market we're looking at the downsides like way better. But SPAC it did hold until the near the end of the day, and we pushed down. That was inconvenience. So here I entered the put around this area, and then we hit my stop loss at 25, but I did not exit. And the reason why I did not exit is because so yes sir, you guys know that my plan is to enter a position maximum 20 to 40% of my account, and the contracts that I entered in specs, they were 110. They were cheap, so that's like a 10%. So I added a contract here and my stop loss, then So I was losing the first one, so it was less than 100 when I added the second one. That made it like that made me look at it as a cheap, and basically like I'm not in it a lot, and we did hit my other stop loss at 30, and I did not exit. I added another contract. With the third contract, it made my average cost to with the third contract, it made my average cost to 0.65, so $65, and they're cheap. They were cheap, and we don't have a lot of volume, so I was hoping to see like a strong volume to the downside, or maybe to the upside. I'll exit like with 100% or 90% loss. It's like, okay, but if we could see like a huge volume to the downside, or one candle to the downside to this level, I will be out green. And we did not. I sold them for $30 each, so 35 loss on each one of them. That was a huge loss I did today. And then I waited. I entered another put around here, and the reason the reason why I entered another put at this area, it was because where I exit my three contracts that I was forcing, um, we did not pass that resistance. We did test it, and then we bought back. So I entered the put and I sold it here. This candle. The reason why, because we did consolidate at this area, these three candles, and we have a support here, or a resistance. It's like whatever. I entered it. I exited here. That was one. Then another one, I entered it when we went below that line. And the reason why they're green red is because it just helped me like to explain, like, okay, I did enter here a lot, I exited here, that kind of thing, and I entered one here. The reason is because we went below that line and we were kind of like under it, and I sold it around this area. It wasn't that like big because premium weren't moving. Today it was kind of flat day to the end of the day. Then the market start moving and premium start being juicy. And around here, I was looking at it, and we did fill this area. We tried to go above it, but there was no value. Level 2 data wasn't showing us any strength to the upside. It's like, it wasn't that good. So I entered the put here, and I sold it at the same kind of the same area where I bought it. But the reason why I was down on it is because I hold up for 1 hour, so that's not a scalp first of all. Yeah. So that's one mistake. I hold I hold the contracts over time. If it's not working in my plan, I just hold when I should exit and just move on. Or if they're cheap and they're going against me, I just keep adding to the losses while I should cut them, not add to them. And I sold this. This is the contract what made me red for the day, because I was up I think $8. But with this, I lost $20 because in trading options, time is going against you too. So it's not only the direction of the stock where it's going up or down, and depends about your position if it's called or puts. But time also is against you, and theta will eat your premium every minute. So keep that in mind. And I sold it, and I called it a day with $12 loss, right? you know. Yeah, 12, 20 cent glass. Yep.